Welcome to somebody's backyard pumpkin patch Eclipse edition. Actually, we are only seeing about 87 or 88% eclipse in this area, so it's not going to be real dramatic. I've been through this before. I think it was in the early 80s or late 70s or something like that. I don't really remember when. But here are the two pumpkins that are growing together. They're Racer Plus, and they're down in the corner of the pumpkin patch. It's nice and firm. I was worried about that. Excuse me. Got mosquitoes coming at me, of course. Somebody asked why I don't use mosquito repellent. I don't use the DEET stuff because it puts me to sleep for whatever reason. But I do use mosquito repellent. Of course, the herbals are not quite as good as DEET, so that's part of my problem. Over there we have a red warty thing that I think I can count now. It's gotten past the softball stage and it's still growing. And next to it, some tame jalapenos. And we do have some orchid peppers, which I hope you can see on camera there. I don't know when they're ripe. I think they turn yellow. So we'll see. So let's just mosey around here. You know what? I'm going to go in the garage for a second because I did harvest that giant cargo pumpkin. So I'll show that to you. Be right back. Okay, here's the giant cargo. And there's my hand on the giant cargo. Give you some kind of idea how big it is. I harvested it a few days back. It was mostly green when I harvested it. Pumpkins will continue to ripen up to 20 days after you harvest them, so you can harvest them less than totally ripe. That's going to go to a friend of mine. I was going to keep it for myself, but yeah. Wow, that's a big one. I was going to keep it for myself, but it's just too heavy for me to handle, so I'm going to keep one of the smaller ones, one of the racers. Like this one, a little easier to handle. And if I can get permission from the place where I live, I might even sell any excess that I have, but I don't think I'm going to have that many excess once I get through giving away the ones I want to give away. Okay, we'll go back out into the garden. Let's harvest some of these volunteer tomatoes. I think next year, if I see any volunteers, I'm just going to pull them out. Getting kind of tired of all these extra tomatoes. But actually, the volunteers seem to do better than the ones that I actually plant. So, there go the squirrels. The squirrels are absolutely eating themselves crazy in this hickory nut tree. And I'm hearing crunch, crunch, crunch all the time. There's a squirrel nest up there. I don't think you can see it though. And they are leaving little gifts of half-eaten hickory nuts at my door, which is nice. Here's the hickory nuts. They're nowhere near ripe yet, but I'm hoping the squirrels will leave a few for me. That's why I haven't trimmed the tree. It needs trimming. It's coming down over the lawn, but I haven't trimmed it. And down here in this mess, which I haven't been able to weed because of all the mosquitoes, I found a couple of very large tomatoes. So one of the volunteers was actually a regular tomato plant. So yeah, I'm a little at a loss to what to do about all these volunteer tomatoes. Here is a cargo that's a nice size coming along, and we do have two watermelons. And the watermelon vine is escaping the garden too. Right here. And there's another one that I can never find. It's a little further over that way. So we're going to have maybe 2 watermelons, but it's going to get very cool after today. Part of our problem viewing the eclipse is that there's a thunderstorm on the way, and it's been cloudy all morning anyway. So we aren't getting a good view of it. Some corn on the way. And of course an animal already bent one of the stalks. There's some more corn. Oops, I got that on the stalk there. I don't know. There we go. Okay. There's another cargo in the middle of the garden. If I can, let's see if I can see it. Right there. Okay. And there's a racer. It probably should be pulled today. Another racer. Ooh. Okay, the mosquitoes are getting active. They probably think it's night, but it's not going to get very dark here. It's more evening-ish. So, and there's a bunny. Bye, bunny. They're very determined around here. They let you get right up to them. And then, yeah. So we're going to chase this bunny around the garden here. What a jerk. Okay. Oh, here's the other watermelon. There we go. So I don't know if they're going to get a chance because, like I said, it's going to get rather cool and autumnal here in the next couple of days. There is Big Moon 1. Big Moon 1's going to be harvested this week. Oh, good. See, with the sun going under not only clouds but also some planet or something, you can see Big Moon 1 in the viewfinder. It's quite large, as you can tell. It's about, I'd say, 40-50 pounds. And that's as big as I'm going to let it get. In terms of handling it, I think it would just be too much if it gets any bigger. So, like I said, I'm not doing giant pumpkins again, at least not anytime soon. Next year will be Everest, maybe cargo if I can find. Oh, that's sad. Bee died there. If I can find Everest seeds, I will grow Everest, and maybe cargo if I can find those seeds that I had from last year. I can't find the packet now. And maybe Racer Plus, but those will be separated from the others. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a cargo forming right there. It doesn't look real healthy though, so I don't know if we're going to have another cargo. But yeah, we've had a pretty good harvest. Probably would have been better if I hadn't grown any giants. And there goes that rabbit again. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but actually there's a thunderstorm coming. The clouds over us are semi-transparent right now. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it for right now. I may come back when we reach Totality. That's in about 10 minutes or so, but maybe not. It's just not much to see. Talk to you later. My battery's getting low. There's a view of the thunderstorm coming in. Right now we have kind of thin clouds. We can kind of see what's going on. But just basically a weird evening light. So, a few more minutes. Okay, here we are at just about Totality. Looks evening-ish, not too thrilling. Of course, the mosquitoes think it's evening, so they're biting. Here's one little pumpkin that's growing out on the sidewalk here. Yep, not a lot to report here. This is the darkest right here, so yeah, that's about as good as it gets, folks. My battery is dying, so I'll go as long as I can, but I'm sure you're not getting a really good picture. I thought there was a pumpkin. It just looks like a big thunderstorm is coming in, or maybe the evening is setting in. Really no big deal. I know a lot of people, not a lot, but some people are trying to scare people on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. People, science, okay? It's just a planet or some kind of heavenly body coming between us and the sun. No big deal. Happens all the time. Okay. Yeah, what time is it now? This is Totality almost. And this is as good as it gets. We do have thin cloud cover. The storm is still not here. You can see the sun through the clouds. Of course, I'm not looking up. But this is just a little darker than you would normally have in a situation like this. So, not that impressive. That's got to be a cargo there. There's another cargo there I probably showed you before. So, yeah. And that's a cargo right there. So, yeah, this year really changed my mind about cargo, which I had no luck with in 2016. I don't know if you watched, but it was pretty sad. And it changed my mind about Racer Plus. Even though I still love this Racer Plus, it's not as good as cargo. So I still recommend that people try it, though. Okay, I have almost no battery, and it is now at Totality, so this is what it looks like. So enjoy, and I'll see you next time.